Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. We are just getting started.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
And a header! He will be livid with himself. Looking for the run.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
That's an imaginative pass. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, I really like this lad Jules Koundé a lot. He isn't the biggest, but he's known for having a big character that makes up for that. He's brilliant in boxes and he can outmuscle opponents that are much bigger than him. You add a little bit of pace to that and he's a formidable presence at the back.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Timber. And the shot! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Sporting with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Oh, Red, nice interception. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And he's straight offside. That has ended up in no man's land. This is a promising build-up. Foot in. Now, what about a counter-attack? That's a cute ball. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And he's there to get it away. Nicely intercepted. Angelino with the clearance. So it is still 0-0. And here's Neto. Quality ball. And now the breakaway. Threads one in. Openda looking to receive it in space. The referee's awarded a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Oh, good effort! Paredes gets it clear. Angelino.
Barcelona really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Gordon ventures forward. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Sporting have their second corner now. That's not going far. And now they can spring out of defence. Lucas Paqueta! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 3 coming up. And now a sudden chance to counter. Barcelona disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. He's got away. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Ambitious ball here. Pass somewhat off target. Well-timed, excellent interception. And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Marino. Timber. Timber making good progress on the right-hand side. Barcelona are looking to break at pace. Hernandez. For Pedro Neto. Referee's given a throw.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Timber.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
That's the end of the first 45. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So, nothing to report so far on the goals front.
After all that probing and testing the waters, here's hoping for a more open second half.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break.
Pueden informarse en las oficinas del estadio.
So we're underway for the second half.
Sporting are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
And he's managed to get rid. Openda wins the duel this time. And that was asking for too much. That has not gone well. Brandt. And it's Gavi. Looking to play him in. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Can he latch on to this? Gavi gets into a good position. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Timber. Gavi. Brandt tries a shot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Sporting have the chance to go the other way. And here's Osimhen. Now the delivery, towering header against the crossbar. Not a bad try by any means.
Well, Peter, sometimes that happens. You get a great connection, and yet that proves to be the problem. It was too good to go in.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment. His team tries one from range! And the counter is on.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
It's a pretty loose pass. That pass has been well intercepted. Timber. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, he's found support out wide. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
El dorsal 6, el dorsal 10. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 18, el dorsal 20.
Osimhen concedes a free kick for that. And it's Timber. And here's Marino. And that's a dangerous ball. And here's Gordon. And a chance! That is decidedly lacking. Great ball if he can get there. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Pedro Neto. This looks promising. Shot a goal! And it's in! And late in the day, a telling moment.
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 15.
So we have movement on both benches. So we have the first goal.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off? Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Openda is onto this. Lovely feet. A lot of space ahead of him. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Brozovic tries to pass it through. Always goal side. And he's looking at the referee, and the referee is shaking his head.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Now it's Openda. And that pass just didn't quite work. It was just lacking in accuracy. And the shot's on here. Andrić. Gross. Time added on 4 minutes. Oh, this looks sharp. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. It's just beyond his reach. And that will be it. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Gordon claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Your reflections then, Jim?
Sporting deservedly very happy with their win, and the clean sheet is a very nice bonus. They dealt with all the threats very, very easily and kept control throughout.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.